I just turned 63. When I sat with that for a moment, I decided, well, not in a panicked way, not in a sad way, but just letting it land. And things became very clear to me that I hadn't heard other women really talk about. Things that don't show up in the birthday cards, right? Things that are real and raw. And today I'm going to be talking to you about some of them out loud because somebody needs to hear this. Hey sisters, welcome back. Britt here. So no big production today. Just me being honest with you the way that I wish someone had been honest with me. If you're in your 60s or heading there, 40s, 50s, 60s, this one's for you. And if you're younger, stay anyway, because what I'm about to share, I wish I'd known a lot sooner. Well, here's the first thing that nobody tells you about turning this age. You may actually need to rest more. And for somebody who goes at it 18 hours a day sometimes, I'm not saying that's healthy, but sometimes, I was equipped with supernatural energy. And once in a while, and I mean very once in a while, I'll take a rest in the day. I never thought I would do that. I was like, I never nap. I'm not a napper. I don't nap. That was like my lingo. And I still don't really nap. But sometimes I don't get up at 4:30 and go to the gym. I'll go at 5. The all rest later mantra that I used for so much of my life, I started giving my body some rest, right? After all these years that I ignored it. And sister, the bill that life kept sending me, telling me to rest, that's long overdue. Because for too long I put everyone else first. Kids, the husband, the church, the job. And the body was always kind of on the list, but I'll get to it. I'll have a massage at that retreat, and I'll skip the doctor's appointment. I'll push through the pain, and I tell myself, I don't have time to rest. I have another friend who says, you can rest when you're dead. Now, I don't know about that. I'm not advocating that. I'm just sharing with you that at 63, I realized that sheer strength didn't always do it, and that neglect was dressed up as sacrificed. I was neglecting my body for a long time. And Corinthians 6:19 says, our bodies are the temple of the Holy Spirit. Not our minds, not our spirits, our bodies. And I'd been treating mine like a rental car instead of a temple, right? One of my biggest realizations was this. Taking care of my body, it's an act of worship. It's not selfish. Resting's not laziness. Going to the doctor isn't weakness. Eating well, prioritizing great, healthy, clean food, water, all that stuff, that's not a luxury. That's not selfish. That is instrumental to keep me well so the people around me don't have to suffer if my body starts breaking down. It's a responsibility, and the Word tells me to do that. And I want that for you too. And frankly, I've been doing that for quite a lot of years. And at 63, I realized I'm so glad. So I hope that you can start that in your 30s or earlier, right? There's no reason to be eating stuff that we know is chemically engineered and we know that causes all sorts of disease. You don't need that, right? Take it seriously. And like me, I hope you don't do what I did. Well, I'm in my 20s, I'm in my 30s, it doesn't matter, it won't catch up to me. It will. So you might as well knock it off early. And taking care of my body and mind in these ways, again, it's not a luxury, it's stewardship. Because I can't pour into the people I love from this super empty place, right? If I'm a broken vessel, and neither can you. So here's the one that really got me. I think somewhere along the way, without even realizing it, I started acting like my story was winding down. Like the big chapters in my life were somehow behind me. And that I was just kind of coasting towards the end, maintaining, showing up, surviving, waiting. And then I turned 63 and God said, are you kidding? I got 40 more years to work with you, girl, so you better keep it together. And honestly, I'm excited about that. This is the best time in my life, and I've had a pretty fabulous life. I've also had some trials that I'll be talking about in other episodes that would probably shock you. But honestly, this is some of the most comforting and the most terrifying advice that I'd ever felt. Because if God's not done with me, it means there's still a lot of work for me to do. There's still risks to take. There's still new things to learn, new people to reach, right? And I wanted to say, hey, Lord, can you use someone younger for all that? But that's not how he works, is it? Caleb was 85 when he said, give me the mountain. 85. He didn't ask for a rocking chair. He asked for a challenge, and God honored it. Now that I think about it, I don't think I'm going to keep naming my age in my YouTubes. But I'm realizing now that purpose, it doesn't come with a retirement date. God's calling on your life doesn't expire because somebody says you're past your prime. What a bunch of baloney. I'm in my prime, girl. And if anything, this season, with everything I've learned and survived, and believe me, it's a bit of a long list. everything I've overcome, I may be more equipped now than I've ever been in my life to serve you. I actually have some real wisdom. I wish I had learned some of these things when I was your age. It means showing up still, again, maybe for the first time in a long time if you're in that place. Show up. It means starting the thing that I kept putting off, right? It means saying yes to what God keeps nudging me towards. So stop waiting for permission and just start getting on with it, right? We're never going to get the perfect exact map anyway. And let me share something that might make a big difference. Knocked me over. Somebody said, think about time this way, because God is the author of time. But think about, what if you had 5 summers left? Let that land. What if you have 10 summers left? None of us know. But Jeremiah 29:11 says, and it's not just for young people, by the way, for I know the plans I have for you. That's you. Plans to prosper you. Plans to give you a future and a hope. And that was written for me in my 60s as well as in my 20s. And that's why I created the Abundant Destiny. It's an academy of women just like you. The link's down below. Click it, join us. So if I could go back and talk to my younger self, even my 40-year-old self, here's what I'd say. Stop waiting to feel ready. You'll never feel ready. Stop shrinking yourself to make others feel comfortable. I did a lot of that. And that's not humility to shrink yourself like that. That's fear of stepping into what God has for you. Here's another one, like something that you'll deal with later. Let me tell you, if you don't deal with it now, it'll deal with you now. Stop assuming that God's best for your life, it's already behind you. That's baloney. The enemy wants you to think that. It may be right in front of you, today, right now. Maybe something you hear in this video spurs you on to something that you've been putting off. And I'll be honest, I didn't really get all this when I was 40. I was still kind of learning as I was going along by trial and error. And I'm here today because I don't want you to have to hit your head against the wall as many times as I did, right? So to every woman watching this who just hit a milestone birthday or who is dreading one that's coming up, I want you to hear this. The years are not your enemy. They're your testimony. Every year you have lived, every hard season, everything that you've overcome, everything that you thought you couldn't live through, every loss, unexpected turn in the road, all of it, God was in it, building something in you that He couldn't have built any other way. You're not just older, you're deeper. You're not running out of time. You're stepping into fullness. And the woman of God that He created you to be, healthy, purposeful, walking in peace, still becoming, lighting up other people in your life. That woman's here now. She's not behind you. She's still ahead. And if you enjoyed this kind of honest conversation as much as I enjoyed having it with you, if it's something that you've been craving, please share it with a friend. Because I have a space for women to talk about things like this. I want to say rich, but I mean full of life experiences. Women just like you. Things I can't talk about here on YouTube, they're in the Abundant Destiny Academy. So if you want in, click the link below. Come as you are. We'd love to have you and see you on the inside. And if it touched you today, again, please share it with somebody that you love. Somebody who might need to hear it. Someone who might think they're aging out or believing those lies from the enemy. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, so we can keep bringing these conversations to you. In case no one told you today, as always, I need you to know you are beloved.